everyone. Today we're doing Goldilocks and the Three Bears. This one is a Dolly Parton Imagination Library book. So
it's a library book?
Yeah, when you were a baby, Dolly Parton sent us a bunch of these books for everyone, for us to read. Yeah. Okay. This came from one of the programs that they had in the hospital. Once upon a time, there were three bears who lived together in a house of their own, in a wood. One of them was a little small.
One Ethan, by the way.
It's Ethan. And while they were walking, a little girl named Goldilocks came to their house. First, she looked out in the window. Then, she peeped into the keyhole, and seeing no one was at the house, she lifted the latch. So there she is. You can see her peeking through the window. The door opened before her, and in she went. And there she is, going into the house.
Creak, creak,
Creak.
creak, creak.
How pleased Goldilocks was when she saw the steaming porridge on the table. The sweet smell of the porridge was roasted nuts, honey, and berries filled the room. It was so tempting that Goldilocks set about helping herself. First, she tasted the porridge of the great, huge bear, but it was too hot. Then, she tasted the porridge of the middle-sized bear.
It was too cold.
Yeah, that's right. And then she tried the porridge of this little, small, wee bear.
It was right. It was just right.
It was just right. She looked, she liked it so much that she ate all of it. Porridge is good. Then Goldilocks sat down on the chair of the great huge bear, but it was too hard for her. Then she sat down in the chair of the middle-sized bear, but it was too soft for her. Then she sat
in the middle there, and then he broke it.
But it was just right. So Goldilocks seated herself in it.
And then it broke.
And there she sat until the bottom of the chair gave way, and down she came, plump, upon the floor. There she is trying the chairs. Then Goldilocks went upstairs to the bedroom in which the three bears slept. So there she is walking up the stairs. First, she laid down upon the bed of the great, huge bear, but it was too hard at the head for her. Next, she laid down upon the bed of the middle-sized bear, but it was
too soft.
It was too high at the foot for her. Then, she lay down upon the bed of the little, small, wee bear.
It was just right.
It was neither too high at the head nor foot, but just right. So she covered herself up comfortably and fell fast asleep. So there she is in the bear's beds. Would you go to bed in a bear's bed?
No,
Probably not.
Really. No, no, it's bear. I'll be with my daddy.
There's bears carved in everything. I don't know.
I would have bears with daddy.
Alright, here we go.
You like fish?
By this time, the three bears thought their porridge would be cool enough to eat, so they returned home for breakfast. Now Goldilocks had left the spoon of the great huge bear standing in the porridge. Somebody's been eating my porridge. Somebody has been at my porridge, said the great huge bear in his great rough gruff voice.
And
there he is, not too happy.
Boys. He's grumpy.
And when the middle-sized bear looked at hers, she saw that the spoon was standing in it too. Somebody's been at my porridge, said the middle-sized bear in her middle voice. Then the little, small, wee bear looked in his bowl, and the spoon was in the porridge bowl, but the porridge was all gone. has been at my porridge and has eaten it all up, said this little small wee bear in his little small wee voice. And there he is, all sad.
Oh, look, look, look. Look at his eyes.
Yeah, poor guy. Upon this, the three bears, seeing that someone had entered their house and eaten up little small wee bear's breakfast, began to look about them. Now Goldilocks had not put the hard cushion straight when she rose from the chair of the great huge bear. "Somebody's been sitting in my chair," said the great huge bear in his great rough gruff voice. And Goldilocks had crumpled the soft cushions of the middle-sized bear. "Somebody's been sitting in my chair," said the middle-sized bear in his middle voice. And now, what Goldilocks had done to the third chair. "Somebody's been sitting in my chair and has sat the bottom right out of it," said the little small wee bear in his little small wee voice.
No,
The poor little
Daddy,
guy.
look.
Yeah, he's crying. Poor little guy. Then the bears thought it necessary that they should make further search, so they went upstairs to the bedroom. Now Goldilocks had pulled the pillows of the great huge bear out of its place. "Somebody's been lying in my bed," said the great huge bear with his great rough gruff voice. He's not too happy.
He's grumpy.
And Goldilocks had pulled the covers off the middle-sized bear out of its place. "Somebody's been laying in my bed," said the middle-sized bear in her middle voice. And there she is. Not too happy.
Somebody's been sleeping in my
And then the little
bed.
small wee bear came to look at his bed. There was Goldilocks, sleeping peacefully, her long, shiny braids spread across the pillow. Little small wee bear just stared at her for a moment and didn't say anything. But then he cried, "Somebody's been laying in my bed!
Somebody's been laying in my
And
bed.
here she is!"
And here she is.
Goldilocks had heard in her sleep the great rough gruff voice of the great huge bear and the middle voice of the middle-sized bear, but it was only as if she had heard someone speaking in a dream. But when she heard the little small wee voice of the little small wee bear, it was so sharp and so shrill and so like her own that it awakened her at once.
He's a big boy.
That is a big bear, huh?
Wait, medium. I can't see him.
Mm-hmm. Up she started. And when she saw the three bears on one side of the bed, she tumbled herself off the other and ran out the window.
Ran.
Out Goldilocks jumped and ran away as fast as she could run, not looking behind her until she was very far away. Those poor bears, she broke into their house. That wasn't nice.
Bad girl.
What happened to Goldilocks afterwards? No one can tell, but the three bears never saw anything more of her. Aww,
Okay.
look at them cuddling, comforting little small wee bear. The end.
Oh, no, wait. The last page. Go to the
There was the last page. Yeah, tears coming out of the
Happy
big,
bear.
huge bear. Aww. Thanks, guys, for joining us for this wonderful little story of Goldilocks and the three bears. I hope you have a great night. Good night. Time for her bed. Good night.